Hello there, Richard. Great to see
Hi,
you.
Rosemary.
So we met a while ago, known each other for a while, and I was really happy when you took up my coaching sessions during lockdown, during 2020. And I just wanted to ask you a few questions about how you got on, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Far away.
Okay, so before you were working with me, what was going on with you?
Well, at the time, I was feeling really anxious. I'd just been made redundant, and the first lockdown had begun to kick in at that point as well. I was having difficulty getting to sleep. I was also waking up very early, feeling tired throughout the whole day as well. On top of all that, I'd also picked up some unhealthy habits, which I wanted to change, but I wasn't really sure how to.
Yeah, yes, I do remember. It was a difficult time for a lot of us, really. I'm sure a lot of my audience here can relate to that. It's quite a scary time, full of uncertainty for everybody. So during those sessions with me, what was changing and what would you say impacted you the most?
For a start, it was really good having weekly coaching sessions. I had a very small bubble of support at the time, so it was this was kind of like this was adding to it. And it was good to see a friendly face who understood my situation, and that I knew that I was going to be speaking to on a regular basis. In addition, the relaxation tapes, I say tapes, the relaxation recordings that you provided me with were a big help. I was listening to them every night, and they definitely helped me get to sleep more easily.
It's really good. And I remember from those sessions, we used to meet every week, really, didn't we? So it was a good connection for both of us, actually, because we were both in small bubbles, to be honest. So I was kind of grateful for you too. And I remember you were a really good client because you were bringing your notepad and pen to every session, and you were writing everything down, and you do your homework. You were definitely taking all those actions, Rick. So after the course of sessions, how do you feel now?
Pretty good. For what it's worth, I still listen to the audio recordings nowadays. And even when I don't, I try and make a point of, first of all, avoiding using my phone as I'm going to bed, but also at least trying to put something relaxing on, whether it's music or a podcast of some sort or something like that. Generally speaking, my sleep's a lot better these days. My anxiety's definitely reduced, and I feel a lot more energized and comfortable and confident.
Well, that's brilliant. So just to go back a little bit, actually, how was your sleep affected? Were you having difficulty getting to sleep, or?
Yes, like I said before, there was a lot of anxiety that I was trying to juggle. My sleep patterns changed completely. Actually, I went from going to bed at say 10, 11 o'clock at night to not going to bed before 2 o'clock in the morning. Certainly during lockdown. I was always bringing my phone to bed to take the edge off the anxiety by going online or going on social media, and that actually made things worse. I was waking up very early, but with very, very little sleep. So throughout the day, I was constantly fatigued and fairly down. And because as well, we were in lockdown, and because we didn't really have the opportunity to talk as much as we normally would, I was left alone with my own thoughts, and I was overthinking a lot of different things, which
I think you're alone
didn't
with
make it
that.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. So much fear for everybody, and I think with the worry of getting ill, and immunity can be lowered when we're not sleeping well because it's strongly linked. So it sort of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy almost if we're not getting enough sleep. So I'm really glad that you took on my method, kept an open mind, because from my perspective, I remember that you were quite analytical about it at the beginning, and yeah, it took a bit of time for you to get into it, didn't it, in the first session at least? Yeah.
I was probably a little bit skeptical the first couple of times that I came to one of these sessions, but when it started to make sense and things started to work, and so I went along with it, and things got better.
That's great. So I hope I know the answer, but would you recommend other people to work with me, and
Absolutely.
why? Any particular reasons why me as a hypnotherapist, just so that my audience will know
I
as
think
well?
your approach is generally very, very you're very sensitive to people, but you're also very positive. Your audio recordings were absolutely brilliant as well. They were absolutely spot on. I don't know what it was about them. You sounded extremely professional, but also it was very, very relaxing too. So hats off.
Great, thank you. And as I say, thank you for trying things out, having the open mind to do that. And I'm really happy to have been on this journey with you and see how much you developed and grew along the way. So thank you, Ric.
No problem. Thank you.